Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never, ever copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit your circumstances at all. For anyone else and everyone else that the message does make sense to, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. Once again, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This channel is all about healing, so let's begin healing together. I'm doing a Virgo reading because, you're up next. So it's only right that I serve you at this present time, But the one thing that I do have to say is that if the reading is for a male, I will say so. If the reading is for a female, I will say so as well. However, if I don't say anything, understand that we are all energy. Each and every one of us are energy. And with that being said, today you could be in your feminine energy if you're a female, and tomorrow you could be in your masculine energy. It all depends on where you stand. Males, same thing with them. They can be in their feminine energy today, and they can be in their masculine energy tomorrow. We all possess both masculine and feminine energies. How I like to describe tarot is like a cherub. When you see a cherub, you either say the cherub is beautiful or is handsome. Because most cherubs, the statues of them, or the artist depiction of them, they don't have a sex. So when you look at them, you either look at them as being beautiful as a female, or gorgeous as a female or a male, or they're handsome as a male. Same thing with tarot. There's no gender when it comes to tarot. People make the cards. People like you and I. People make the cards in the way that they view things, the way that they see things. So if you see a female on the card, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's for a female. It's all about energy. So understand that. It's so important to understand that. We're going to do a Virgo reading. I hope everyone is doing well. My moderator, I asked her to jump on because I'm going to do this as quickly as I can. I know that a lot of the times my readings, they take like an hour or so. But I'm hoping tonight we don't go past 30 minutes. Listen, I'm trying to time myself, right? I'm trying to time myself, but I like to give everyone as much information as I possibly can. This is my little secret water, right? It helps to open up my senses when I'm doing a reading. If I have neither of the two over here in the bottles, I don't do a reading at all, right? And I'm not going to tell you what's in my bottles. The last time I did that, you guys bought the store out. You jumped in. I had to wait like 2 to 3 weeks before I could do a reading. I never do a reading without that, because you don't know me, I don't know you. In real life, you may not like me, right? And in life, I may not like you. I'm doing this from my home, so I don't want your energy where I rest my head, where I live, right? We may not be good for each other. We may not like each other for real. So I never do a reading without what's in my bottle because I cleanse my space to make sure you stay over there and I stay over here, right? But if you have my energy in your house, it wouldn't be a bad thing, right? Not unless you made me mad. True story. I listen. When a person jokes, believe them, right? Believe them. But true story. I always put my camera down on my desk so that when I shuffle, you'll be able to watch me shuffle. When I cut the cards, you'll be able to watch me cut the cards. Not only that, you'll be able to see the placements of the cards. A lot of people, although they may not read tarot, you do understand it on a grand scale. So with that being said, I don't like to see, for me personally, a reader who doesn't show you the cards except for, here you go, and you can't see their desk or anything, because then you'll feel like the cards are cherry picked. And I'm not going to cherry pick anything. I want you to watch me shuffle, watch me cut, and as I allow different energies to come in, not yours, but my spiritual team, that's how we're going to get to the reading, right? That's how we'll see what's going on. But I did an Aquarius reading the day before yesterday, and I posted that reading on my YouTube platform. And to a certain person, I don't want to say your name, but thank you for the accolades. Thank you for that. Listen, I've been getting some great reviews, and I'm excited about that. Like I tell you, anytime that I do a reading for anyone, even on my personal website, write your truth. If you don't like me, say so. If you like your reading, say that as well. But always give the truth no matter what. You're not going to hurt my feelings, but I thank you for all the positive feedback that I've been receiving. I'm a medium. I'm a psychic. And I read tarot. I don't read tarot like others. I always call in my spiritual team for help. So when you guys say that I'm accurate because I'm just a messenger, everything comes from my spiritual team, real talk. Hello, how are you? When I do the reading, I'm not able to see your messages. As you can see, I wear glasses, right? And they're pretty thick, and that comes with age. So I'm not able to see your messages. Every once in a while, I may glance up at the camera, but not all the time am I able to see your messages. That's why I have someone in the background. My moderator, she'll respond to you when she catches the messages. She is my daughter. Every once in a while, my husband is in the background as well, and he will respond to you as well. But let's see, I haven't seen her log in yet, but she'll jump in as soon as she can. I don't like to miss messages at all. So let's get to this reading. I hope everyone is doing well. I really do. Look, they got me this little remote thingamajig, and I'm trying. I feel like old school, like I'm in an arcade every time that I use it. But we're talking about Virgo tonight, male or female. This is all about the energy of the Virgo. Virgo people are very helpful people. They're helpful to their families. Ooh, more importantly than anything, they're very helpful to their families. They're helpful to their co-workers. They're very helpful to their friends. They're practical. You know how some people, they want to buy Louis and Gucci? Not Virgo. Virgo understands that it's a waste of money to spend thousands of dollars on a handbag or a pair of shoes because they know that they can't live inside of that handbag or that pair of shoes. Virgos are practical people. when they get dressed, they're going to look nice. They're going to look neat. They're going to iron their clothes, and they're going to look good in a very subtle way because they are practical people. Another thing about the Virgo is that they are very diligent people. They're born between August the 23rd and September the 22nd. Their symbol is the maiden. Their element is earth. Their planet that they're ruled by is Mercury. And Virgo sits in the sixth house. You know, they also are represented by their digestive tract. So a lot of Virgo people may suffer with some type of acid reflux. Listen, acid reflux, digestive tract, anything to do with the stomach area. I'm not a medical intuitive. However, I can read people medically, but I don't like to do that. There are a lot of great medical intuitives, and they are expensive, let me tell you. So if you're looking for one, I can send you in the right direction, but they're going to range between 500 and up. I'm not a medical intuitive because it's tedious. I would have to connect with you on a grander scale. And I don't like to put my energy into that. So if I see something, I'll say something, but I'll always tell a person, go check with your doctor, right? Your favorite colors are olive green for some of you, Virgos. Some of you may like the color brown, and some of you like the color navy. You're always in blue jeans. A lot of you, males and females, love blue jeans, right? Because it's practical clothing. You know, the Virgo transitions from the summer into the fall. And who doesn't like the fall? I know I do, although I'm a water sign, so I'm summertime baby. You know, but I enjoy the fall, one of my favorite times of the year. Once again, as I said, they are symbolized by the Megan. Virgo is a priestess, male or female. Virgo is a priestess. They appear to be all-knowing because 9 times out of 10, most of them are all-knowing, and they are guides. If you think about Virgo like Scorpios, Scorpios are all-knowing. If you look at water signs, Pisces, all-knowing. Cancers, all-knowing. Capricorns, all-knowing. Virgo sits with them on the grand scale as the priestess, as someone that is all-knowing. And they guide people. They guide their families, their friends, their co-workers, their acquaintances. You know, they have this magic about them because their life is a magical destiny for most of them because they help so many people. You know, you can look at the maiden as pouring over, you know, the water over, how do I say, they're pouring the water over people. It's like they're feeding you knowledge because they feel like you thirst for it. They don't like to waste their time on frivolous conversations. Virgo does not seek the leadership position. However, they're always placed in the leadership position because someone is always asking them for advice. But they are the first person that everyone comes to. I promise you, when they need advice. It's the truth. If you're a Virgo, you understand exactly what I'm saying. If you're a cross watcher and you're not a Virgo and you're here to be nosy, you know what I'm saying is true because you probably asked a Virgo for their opinion more often than not. Right. So you understand what I'm saying, Virgo. I see you. You said I'm a Virgo. And do a lot of people come to you for advice? I guarantee you they do. Because you are a person that's sympathetic. You're empathetic to a person's needs. You're always trying to help. This is what Virgos do. If you have someone in your life that's a Virgo, as long as you don't get on their bad side, they're always with you. If you're a family member, even if you did something wrong to a Virgo, they will hold on because they want to help you to get it right. A lot of Virgos come across as cold and distant and critical, but that isn't a fair assessment of them. Virgo people usually they stay separate from groups. They really do. They enjoy being behind the scenes of things. They are constantly studying, analyzing, and calculating everyone and everything around them. And they do their best to provide for people. That's how they show their love. When I tell you they provide, they do. If they got $10, they'll give you 8. That's what Virgos do. If a relative comes to them and say, hey, I need my electric bill paid, Virgo will be like, when do you need it done? And you'll say to them, today, right now, this very second. Virgo will be like, follow me to the bank. And they're going to help. This is who Virgos are. If you have something different to say, you can save it for someone else. I'm telling you, this is what I have encountered with Virgo people. I watch them, I study them, and they're very generous people. They are. Until, let me just tell you, until they get older. And then they become tired. Virgos, when they love hard. But damn it, you're not going to continuously be able to take advantage of them. You won't be able to do it. In their older age, let's just say later on in their 40s, 50s, they're like, the hell with you. I'm tired of giving and never receiving anything in return. This is how Virgos are. So if you met a Virgo who seems like they're cold, that they're calculated, they're a little standoffish, those are the Virgos that have been hurt, burned a time or two. And that's the true story. So when they hit later in their 40s, let's just say 45 and above, that's when their feelings change. They love you on the inside, but on the outside, they're like, please stay the fuck away from you. Stay away from me. I've done all that I can do for you. That's how Virgos are. Because when Virgo loans a person money, they do expect it back. And when you don't give it back, they're just writing your name down and they're putting a rejection letter next to it, never loaning you again. Though that's for friends and co-workers. When it comes to families, they'll loan their family about 20 times. They'll keep doing it until they feel depleted. And then they wake up. Virgos, they wake back up in their late 40s and they're like, you know what? I'm tired. And that's what it is. They're tired of being used. But let's get to this reading. Once again, I hope everyone is doing well. Virgos, I hope that I've done you some justice in explaining how Virgos are. Many of you. This is who you are, right? No one should have a bad thing to say about you. And if someone says something bad about you, that's because they've burnt you in some way. They burnt you in some way. So if someone speaks negatively about a Virgo, it's because Virgo has done someone wrong. They're the secret keepers as well. Virgos, they hold many secrets for many different people. Yes, they do. Let's get to this reading. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Virgo. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Virgo, we're going to start off with my Lover's Oracle, right? We're going to start off with the Lover's Oracle. The first card that came out, when you see it, what are you feeling right now? When you see these two people, this is a soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Now, let me just say this to you. Everyone knows that a soulmate is someone that you connect with on a soul level. A soulmate could be anyone. Your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, your significant other, a friend. It could be the mailman. It could be the lady at the grocery store, the butcher in the deli. A soulmate is someone that you connect with on a soul level. However, it's a thing. Everybody wants to meet his or her twin flame. But I promise you, everyone is not going to get the opportunity to meet their twin flame in this lifetime. So if you're waiting for a twin flame to come along, guess what? You'll be waiting forever because everyone is not going to get the opportunity to meet his or her twin flame in this lifetime. But a soulmate, you'll meet one every single day. It's someone that you connect with on a soul level, which is very intimate because you can have an intimate relationship with the cashier at your local grocery store. Someone that you see often is someone that you may smile with, have conversations with. It's just someone that you connect with on a soul level. And a lot of people, even if they do get to meet their twin flame, some of them will take the journey and others will opt out not to take the journey because that relationship is one of the hardest relationships that anybody could ever encounter. A twin flame is someone who mirrors you. Everything about you. All the things that you don't like about yourself, they're going to mirror that shit back to you. Vice versa, you're going to do the same thing. A soulmate connection is easier. It doesn't mean that you won't have any problems because you tell me one relationship that doesn't have problems. You know, I heard Michelle Obama, she said 10 years, a space in between her marriage. 10 years she didn't even like her husband. A lot of people are in relationships, marriages, right? Not only marriages, right? They're in relationships where they don't even like the other person. And I thought that was big of her to be able to say that because a lot of people always wonder, why does one stay? And a lot of times people stay for many different reasons. They don't want to split the assets. They don't want a person to take from them when it comes to the marriage, when you have to split things 50-50 in some states, not all states. Sometimes people stay for the children. Sometimes people stay because they don't want other people to know that they're going through something in their relationship. A lot of people like the picture perfect relationship, but a soulmate relationship, it doesn't come without its problems, but it's easier. It's easier because it's easier to walk away from. A twin flame relationship is harder to walk away. It's the other half of you. You'll be connected for eternity because it's the other half of you. The soulmate is not the other half of you at all, but it is someone that you connect with on a soul level, so you'll be able to back away a little easier, right? But there's someone here that's single, and even if you're not single, even if you're in a relationship, You're thinking about somebody else. I just have to put that on the table. So I'm picking up two things. I'm picking up someone that's single, and I'm picking up someone who's in a relationship, but they wish they were single. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. That means you're calling someone in other than the person you're with if you are in a relationship. And if you're a single Virgo, you're calling someone in because you are ready to be in a relationship. At the bottom of the deck, we have criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. As I said, I see two situations here. I'm speaking to a Virgo who is single, and you are calling in a soulmate. You are ready to be in a relationship. You want a solid connection with someone. Then on the flip side of it, I see a Virgo here that is in a relationship, and all you think about is someone better than who you are with right now. But Spirit is saying, if you and your person continuously keep criticizing one another, you might as well just walk away, because that will only lead to more hurt. However, criticizing one another will lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. That means when you and your person get into an argument, don't try to put your person down. Oh, you're no good. Oh, you're fat. You're ugly. You're stupid. Stop calling each other names, especially if you're going to lay back in the bed with them, if you're going to allow that person to touch you. Because I promise you, you call me a name out of anger, I'm removing myself slowly from your energy. I'm backing myself away because now I need to protect myself. If you're in a relationship and there are squabbles, and these squabbles is something to whereas you are attacking your person and your person is attacking you, stop it if you really want to be there. Talk to each other. I promise you, I'm not talking to a child. I'm talking to an adult. So stop acting like children. And if you don't want it, continue to do what you're doing secretly, calling in someone new. And as you call in someone new, you better be releasing the person you're with, because that's how problems happen. That's how people get hurt. That's how people get unalive. I dislike when people do that stuff. They play with another person. If you don't want your person, let them go. And continue calling your person in, this new person. And you're calling them in, I could find somebody better. I can have somebody better. I desire someone better. You're calling someone in. Don't do that until you release what you have. Let's get to the reading. Boom. You know, I've said a mouthful, so I really hope that you hear me, because I have two stories going on and I have to keep up myself. But that's how people end up hurt, you know, when you play with a person's feeling. Because you and your person can say, hey, we fight all the time and we get over it. We mend fences. But there could be someone in the relationship that's tired of doing it all the time, arguing all the time. And they're ready to release. And if you're ready to release, let your person know, because you are calling in a soulmate. You're calling in someone that you and this person will connect with one another on a soul level. If you're single, you're calling in your soulmate. You're calling in your soulmate. This is for Virgo. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Virgo. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guides, what message do you have for Virgos? Okay. Spirit guides, what message do you have for Virgos at this present time? Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. Spirit guides, what message do you have for Virgo? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Virgo, we got a 9-card spread, and I'm truly grateful. I enjoy doing a 9-card spread. Number 9 is one of my favorite numbers, right? We have inner child. This is your first card that you're starting off with, inner child. There may be a Virgo here that needs to connect with his or her inner child. There may be a Virgo here that needs to release things of the past. Past hurt, past pain, past trauma, past difficulties. Spirit is asking you to connect and release. If this is a Virgo and you're not trying to connect with your inner child because of past traumas and you're over it, good for you. Spirit is telling you that you need to make time for play. Enjoy life, have some fun, right? But if you are that Virgo who continuously thinks about the past, Spirit is telling you to let that go. Anytime that I receive an inner child card, I explain to people, we all have this thing called a brain. And as long as it is in tip-top shape, we're always going to remember. We're going to remember the hurt. We're going to remember the pain. But we're not going to remember how it felt. Let me explain that to you. Because I know you're probably like, oh, she's bugging. It's like when you are a child. And let's just say you walk in the kitchen, the stove is on, and your parents or whomever raised you would say, don't play by the stove. Don't stick your hand in a fire because you may get burnt. And you're still playing around that stove. You're not listening. You're not heeding to the warning. There are some children who are a little, how do I say, mischievous. And they actually do stick their hand in the fire. And you do get burnt. And you're hollering, you're screaming, right? Some people reach for butter to try to heal the wound. Some people know how to talk the fire out of the child so that pain will go away immediately, right? That's a whole nother story. Most of you may know about talking to fire to release burns from a person. However, we're not going to go there right now. Now you're burnt. It's 2 years later. When you walk past the stove, you'll move a little away from it. You know not to play around with it because you remember you did get burnt. You remember that it hurt like crazy, but you don't remember how it felt. The pain goes away, but the memories are there. If you are someone who needs to release, let go. Easier said than done, I know. Trust me, I know. But you must release in order to move on, to have a successful life. Because when you don't heal, you bring that baggage into your next relationship, whether it's with a significant other, your child, children, whatever the case may be, your friendships, and you won't even realize it. It's so important to release. But there also may be a Virgo that needs to get out and have a little fun. We have the Matrix. I love seeing the Matrix, right? When the Matrix card appears, you're being blinded from the truth. Truth is, If you're single, Virgo, and someone let you go, they feel like they should not have. You're thinking about revisiting this past relationship. Guess what? It's over for a reason. Spirit is trying to block you from making a mistake. And Spirit also wants to let you know, don't become a slave to society. In the beginning of the reading, I spoke about how beautiful spirited a Virgo is. A Virgo gets pushed into a leadership position by friends, by family, by co-workers. It's not that they want to be the leader, but people always come to you, Virgo, with their problems. Spirit is telling you, don't become a slave to society thinking that you're always trying to fix something for a person. Because if you're always there trying to fix something, you become exhausted. You feel depleted, energetically drained. Spirit is telling you not to become a slave to society. That's the people around you. You know? We have a concern here, Virgo. This is a concern of some sort for you. This is not a personal reading. If it was, we can really dive into the concern because I'll be able to connect with your energy on a grand scale. But don't let your fear stop you. Virgos have this habit, I promise you, of getting things done for other people, but never completing a task for themselves. And what I mean by that, Virgo, you'll wash, you'll iron, you'll fold, and you'll even hang up everyone's clothes, and you'll leave yours for last. You'll stand at the stove, and you'll cook a 5-course meal, a 7-course meal, and you'll be the last one to eat. And you'll eat as you're putting away the food. So you cook, you do the dishes, your phone rings. You really don't want to answer it, but what if it's important? What if it's my sister, my brother, my mother, my father, my cousin? You pick up the phone and it's people's bullshit. And that phone call could have waited until tomorrow, even though you're drained. You're ready to jump in the shower or take a night bath. You spend now an hour on the phone consoling someone. Don't let your fear stop you. I said that a Virgo, when they reach their 40s, 45 and up, is when you get tired of being taken advantage of and you start saying no. But Spirit is telling you to open your eyes, because the matrix, you're being blinded from the truth. And the truth is to put you first. So don't let your fears stop you, because sometimes Virgos get into a habit of helping people so much when they say no, they feel guilty. Face your fears head on. And one of your fears for whomever I'm speaking to is you saying no and meaning a solid no. Evaluate the risk that you perceive when you say no, because the risk to you is not being cordial or someone not treating you the same. You're not going to be the one that changes. It's going to be that person. So when you say no, you'll really see who's for you and who's really against you and who was just using you. So allow your no to be a solid no, Virgo. We have healing energy. This is healing energy. You know, we often need to nourish our minds, our bodies, and our soul. A lot of times I go quiet in my home, in the car. My husband thinks that I'm always connecting to spirit, or my daughter, she'll be like, "Ma, are you there?" And sometimes we have to replenish and we have to nourish ourselves the only way that we know how to. And that's a moment of silence to play catch up with who we are, because maybe a lot went on during the day and we need 10 minutes. We need 20. We need 30. We may even need an hour. So Spirit is telling you, you have a healing energy. You are the priestess. So nourish your mind to keep it strong. Nourish the body to keep it strong. And nourish the soul so that you can stay in alignment with yourself and protect your energy from the people who use you, from the people who take advantage of you, and from the people who you are going to start saying no to. Protect your energy of feeling, man, maybe I shouldn't have said no. Protect your energy. You are filled with this healing love. That's why so many people come to you for advice. So many people come to you for help. People love just being around you. Thank you. They love staying around you because of your energy. So protect it. We have becoming. You are becoming. You are becoming stronger. You are accepting who you are becoming. You are accepting that you do have to say no to people more often than not. And guess what? The people who respect you, they'll see your beauty shining through. They're not going to be angry when you say no. These are the people who are not the people who are trying to use you. These are the people who will understand you had to say no to protect your energy. This is you embracing all that you are, and you are not a doormat for people. You are a goddess. You know, even though we know that you are a priestess, because you are very magical, but you are a goddess. So awaken the goddess that's in you. Express your feminine energy. And male or female, you do that every time you are an ear to someone. You do that every time you loan someone money. You do that every time you offer advice. You're always using your energy for people, but express your divine feminine energy back towards you. Nourish your mind, your body, and your soul. This is romance. Now, remember the first card that came out. The first card that came out, Virgo, stated that you are calling in your soulmate. I told you I saw two situations here. I saw a single Virgo who is not tied to anyone, and you are ready for love. You want someone that's energetically in alignment with who you are, and you're calling that in. Virgos, I also saw a Virgo that's in a relationship, but the two of you have a toxic relationship, always yelling and screaming at each other, saying harsh names to one another. If this is not what you desire to have, fix it or let it go. Straight up. Because while you're in this relationship, you're saying to yourself, I know I can do better. I know that there's someone else out there for me. And with you doing that, you're calling in a person, but you haven't released the person that you're with. And that never works well for anyone. That's when you have all this cheating and you'll have somebody getting hurt. And that's when situations happen, when people become unalive because of people's stupidness. They're stupid. And you heard me? Stupidness, right? I'm going to be like the Rugrats, you know? Forget that. Like, what is her name? Angelica's? Like, it's stupidity at its best. Release who you're with if you really don't want them. And if you want to work something out with that person, work it out and stop calling in another person, because energetically, every time you say, I can do better, I can have better, you're calling in your soulmate. So be in alignment with what you really desire to have for yourself. That's romance. Romance is coming. You can have it. If you're single, it's on its way. And your feelings are worth exploring. Take your time with whomever this is that's coming your way and get to know them. A lot of people rush into relationships quickly. Take your time. And if you're in a relationship, you can work it out with your person, and you have to let them know we can't be together arguing every 5 minutes, calling each other's names, because it's hurtful. It's belittling. It's actually toxic, you know, but you are attracting a new partner. If you're single, you are attracting a new partner. If you are still in a relationship, Virgo, you are attracting a new partner, because energetically you're calling that person in. Make up your mind on what you desire to have. Guess what? Freedom. So you're making a decision. You're letting go. You're releasing your attachments to this person that you're with. And that's for someone here. Someone is going to release this toxic energy. You're tired of arguing. Listen, freedom is sweet, isn't it? And you're spreading your wings because you desire to have more. But make sure you are unattached. Because when this new person comes in, this is who you called in. And this person is going to be for you. But don't put this person in harm's way. Don't keep anybody hanging on. And for my single Virgos, you're free. And with you being free, you are no longer a prisoner of your mind. You are ready to take this leap towards a romantic relationship. This is something that you've been manifesting. Someone that's equally yoked to who you are. And we have a ripple effect. Of course we do. We have a ripple effect, Virgo. And the ripple effect, even a small act can make a difference. The ripple effect, when you start saying no, you will see who's for you and who's against you. And with you saying no, you are becoming and you are accepting who you are becoming. Your beauty will come through. You won't feel so depleted. You won't feel tired. You won't feel guilty about saying no. Because as you say no continuously, people are understanding. Those who truly love you, they understand that they've taken advantage long enough. We have at the bottom of the deck, Virgo, flow of life. At the bottom of the deck, we have flow of life. Grow within the flow. You're growing. And as you grow, you go through the flow of life. Just like there's this Virgo that's calling in their soulmate energetically, that's how you go with the flow of life. You call in what it is that you desire to have for yourself. So whatever comes, let it come, because that's what you've been calling in. Don't reject, don't push. Allow it to come in naturally, authentically, organically. It's going to be beautiful. This is not the time to push away, because this is what you've been asking for. you've manifested this person coming towards you. So just be ready for it. Be ready for him. Be ready for her, because you've called it in. And for my Virgos who've chosen freedom, make sure you disconnect yourself 100% from this person, because nobody likes to be played with or toyed with, right? Let me just say that again. Nobody likes to be played with or toyed with. Just say to your person, I'm done. I am over you. I am over this toxic shit. I am done. I don't want any parts of it. Sayonara. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can to end this reading. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear for the sign of Virgo. Thank you. Virgo, ooh, shucks. That was a lot. If I took all of these, I would be doing myself a disservice, because that's too many. That's too many. And my daughter set my alarm clock on my phone, and I have to be up early in the morning. Spirit guys, what message do you have for Virgo to end this reading? What does Virgos need to know? Thank you so much. We have these two that flipped over in my hand. Virgo, first and foremost, this is the mom. This is the queen, male or female. If you're a male, you're someone who's nurturing. You're someone who's loving. If you're a male Virgo, your feminine side is very powerful. And that's a good thing, males. It's a good thing for your feminine side to be powerful. That means that you understand. And you understand your masculine energy and your feminine energy, and you know how to use both, balance both. But you are someone who is very nurturing, very caring, as we know about a Virgo. Females, you're in your feminine energy, and that's you becoming. You are becoming. Your beauty is coming through, because you're not looking as tired as you were, because you're saying no. And with you saying no, you're seeing who was here for you versus who really wasn't. So your feminine side is very powerful. Stand in it. We also have soul wisdom. With the soul wisdom card, you are eternal and wise, as we all know. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Virgos, you are eternal. You are wise. Thank you for the heart. Thank you. Thank you for the roses as well. But Virgos, you are very eternal. You are very wise. A lot of you are very magical. You're very magical. But you know this, because people are attracted to your energy. And a lot of times when people are so attracted to your energy, they come in to drain, to deplete. So you really need to know how to protect it. I promise you. At the bottom of the deck, we have Sweet Pie. I like this card. Sweet Pie. My daughter is baking a cake tomorrow, right? But this is the sweet life. Enjoy, delight, and the pleasure of what you're calling in. My single Virgos, you're calling in your soulmate, someone who connects to you on a soul level. For my Virgos who wants a taste of the free life, you want a taste of freedom, you are letting go of a toxic relationship, to whereas there's a lot of arguments, you're calling each other names, you're letting go. And as you're letting go, you're doing something in advance. I know I could do better. I know I could have better. I know this relationship isn't it. And the more you say that to yourself, you're bringing that new person in. And as you bring that new person in, make sure you release this toxic person. Because guess what? Some people don't go quietly. So do it safely, Virgo. Do it safely for you. Protect your energy. I thank you so much for your time. I really do. I know my readings are long. I'm trying to time myself. My readings are usually an hour or better. This video will be posted to my YouTube channel. If my videos are longer than an hour, I'm not able to post them up here. And no, I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you, Tweety. I appreciate you so much. Each and every person that follows me, you're helping the channel to grow. Each person that takes their time to spend with me, listen, I thank you for that. Because without you, I wouldn't have these platforms. So with that being said, I know 1000% that without my followers, my channel wouldn't be where it's at today. And I thank you so much. And my YouTube channel is growing as well. I'm almost at 13,000, right? Listen, I'm new. And not only that, people like me. And I'm excited. Let me just say that without you, I would not be 5 steps ahead of the game. Oh, we always have to stay ahead of the game. We really do. You absolutely have to stay ahead of the game. You really do. In all areas of your life. In all areas of your life. But I thank you for that. But that's what you call magic. Use that energy, that all-knowing energy that you have. Don't doubt yourself. That's your sixth sense. Before any sense that I have, I want to hone in on my sixth sense. That's why I speak about it so much. That's how we become all-knowing, all-hearing, all-seeing, all-feeling, all-tasting. True story. On my camera froze, excuse me. It's hard for me to get the little puzzle piece because I wear these glasses. One day I'm going to save up enough money and do laser surgery. Psych, I don't know. I'm probably a coward to that. But I've thought about it. You know, doing laser surgery to correct my vision. I've thought about it, you know. But I thank you. This video is going to be posted on my YouTube channel. I'll be back tomorrow. Virgos, happy early birthday. Let me just say that. Happy early birthday, you know. Happy birthday in advance to each and every one of you. I will be doing a few more Virgo readings throughout your season, you know. And Tweety, send me your birthday. And I wasn't going to back it up tomorrow with another Virgo reading, but I will. But send me your exact day. I always tell people, just because you share the same sign with someone, each person born on their day represents who they are. You may be similar to other Virgos, but you're not the same. You may be similar. I'm a Cancer. I have an aunt that's a Cancer. We are not the same, but we are similar. This is 08-26-72. Okay. 70s baby like me. 70s baby like me. Okay. Yes. I just saw a shirt online the other day and it says 70s baby. I'm going to grab that shirt. I'm going to grab that shirt. But I'll be back tomorrow and we'll go back into another Virgo reading. And I do want to get out another Leo reading because you're coming to a close, Leos. You're coming to a close. So I'll be back a little earlier tomorrow, about 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. I'll be back tomorrow at 8. But I thank you so much for your time. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I do personal readings on my website. I do psychic readings. I do mediumship readings. I do blended readings to whereas you can blend a psychic reading with a mediumship reading. I do 30 minutes. I do an hour. I do tarot readings. I do 30 minutes to an hour tarot readings as well. However, I'll be back tomorrow. I send to you nothing but love and light. Good night. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you for the new follows. And most importantly, thank you for your time. Good night.